All right. Due to the overwhelming response, I'm going to actually continue to make the tutorial. So here I have my Grinch. It is sized 54 inches by 31 inches. I have my screen zoomed out by a lot. Okay, this is Silhouette Studio Business Edition. On the page setup, make sure you set up your mat, whatever size paper you're cutting, 13 by 19, 11 by 17. In the video, I'm using 8.5 by 11. Okay, once you have that set, you're going to zoom in, turn on show print border, and turn off the show cut border. So here it's going to show you the size of where the image can be before the printer cuts it off on an 8.5 by 11 page. So what I do is over to the left, I'll get the box tool and go and highlight this little box here. Okay. As you see, it's a little off, so I will make sure that it is exactly on that border. Okay, then I'm going to come over here and make it whatever, or it has to be white actually. Make it white. Okay, now you have the outline or the sheet that your image is going to be on. If you zoom out, you're now going to take your Grinch and this one sheet of paper. One second, let me put the camera down. I'm gonna pull him a little lower so you guys can see. All right, and a little this way. The sheet of paper, make sure that the paper is to the front. Bring to the front. Take the paper and the Grinch, select them both, or whatever your design is. Select them both. Align to the very left and to the very top. Okay? When you're done doing that, click on just the box. And over here to the replicate panel, you're going to replicate in rows 1 by 1, or if you know how many you're going to need more or less, you can do it by rows. I'll show you. This is a row of 3. It made 3 of them. Let's undo. If I wanted to do a row of 4, that's what I need. Row of 4. Or you can individually do it. This is one at a time. I'll show you. If you click this way, that's one tile at a time until you've got the design. When you're ready to go down, you click on the very first tile and hit down. See how it replicated? Let's go back. You're going to hit this key and it created down. Now you're going to come back and hit this key until you filled your entire landscape. You do this for every row. Back to the first one. Hit the down. Hit the left, or I'm sorry, right. Back over here. See how I accidentally moved it? No movement. You're gonna hit down again and to the right. Back over here. You're going to hit down one more time and over. As you see, there's going to be a few sheets that are going to be a waste of space, but you want them there so you can organize the rest of the sheets. Now I've covered the entire image. This is going to take this many 8.5 by 11 sheets. Okay? After doing that, you're going to duplicate this every time. I'm going to duplicate it. And I need one. I moved it. I need just this one. So all these other ones have to go. I'm going to put the phone down. Hit Shift and select them one by one while pressing Shift. And delete those. We need one to this side. We need one of these to the side. When you're done with that, you obviously don't need this guy. So we're going to rewind this back real quickly. Probably. Yeah, okay. So we're going to remove the first square since there's no image there. It starts off here. Delete this. Leave that. And choose both of them. Over here in the modify panel, click crop, and it has cropped that piece. Yeah, I'm making my larger than matte Grinch. He's going to be 55 by 30 inches. It's a little process. It's a little process. I'll take you guys through it quickly. This is my main one. So this box, what you see here, underneath it is a sized Grinch to the real inches that I want to do. These little squares represent an 8 by 10 paper that I'm going to be printing on. So I'm going to be needing this many papers to make this size. Only reason I'm using 8 by 10s is because I'm printing off a regular printer. I don't want to waste my sublimation 13 by 19 papers or 11 by 17. So we're just going to use copy paper for this and use a poly coat to coat it for the rain and stuff. So this is my dummy copy. I'm going to duplicate this as many times as I need to get all these boxes. Take note, I just duplicated it. I've already done all of these squares. I keep these squares on the side for extras. I'll show you in a second. So I'm going to delete that one, delete this 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 one. We're going to leave this one because that's the piece I need. And if you give me a second, I'm gonna put this down real quick and hover over all of it and remove all of these. All right, I've shift and clicked on every one I want to delete. So we're gonna delete all the pieces and go here, highlight both, over in the modify panel, crop. That's your next piece. This is the whole 8 by 10 paper, 8.5 by 10. Now what I do is I attach it. One second. Bring to the front, sorry. So what I do is I control and click on that extra paper I have, and I'll center it. We're going to group it, and as you see, my next piece of the puzzle is ready to print, and I'm going to do this until I am done with the entire image. Duplicate. Oops, something cropped here. his light bulb, but that's okay. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna bring it back up. So I do like to save a couple of the squares because of course, you know, I'm gonna need them. So I saved, you know, the first few. Then again, I'm gonna control and delete all of them but this one because that's the next one. All right, I've got them all highlighted. We're gonna delete them all except that piece we need. Highlight them both. And we're gonna crop just like we did and group this entire piece together. If we do not do this, when we go to move it, we're gonna have issues. Bring to the front and control. And in this case, we need to bring it over to the left, to the top. We're going to group this and put the paper here. Sorry guys, I kind of had a brain fart going on there. And because I'm overlapping some of the pieces, all right, we're almost halfway. We're gonna come back over here, duplicate our design. We don't need this over here, so we're gonna delete. All right, once again, I'm gonna save a couple of tiles for this row coming up here. Send these to the back. All right, and we're gonna delete them all but this guy. Yep, but that guy. Crop. And make sure that we are attaching or grouping everything. And shift to the middle. I do believe this one belongs right there. To the middle and off to the left. We're gonna group it, and it should plug right on in there. Boom. All right, we're nearing a little bit more. We're gonna duplicate again, guys, and you're gonna do this all the way till you get to the bottom of the image, okay? I will come right back when I'm finished. I'm doing the same process to all of these squares. All right, so here we have it. This is going to take 8, 12, 15, 18 sheets of paper. Now, this is what I'm going to do next. I'm going to group this because I'm going to sell the design. So then we're going to check every last one of these and click on center to the page. 1, 2, 3, 4, This is going to center it so that way when it prints, all the sheets are aligned and I don't have to kill myself. You have to do it one at a time. All right. All right, with that being said, now if you've got all of them centered to the page, which is fitted for your print sheet, as you see, none of my pages pass the cut border. All right, so if I'm ready, I'm going to start printing. We're not doing this one sublimation. We're going to do print regular ink. All right, we're printing number 1. Once that prints, you move it off to the side, print number 2. So forth and so on until you're done printing every page. Move it over. Print. All right, until you got all pages. These are all the pieces printed. I gave it a couple of coats of the polyurethane just to make it waterproof. Again, the peacocks mess everything up, so I'm not really trying to invest a lot of time and money. I could have cut it in vinyl. I could have done a lot. I cut it with plain old cardstock or paper. You can do cardstock to make it thicker. Totally up to you. I just decided to do this on a whim. I'm actually going to take a set of lights and double-sided tape where you see the actual lights dangling. I'm going to make a hole right here so the lights go in, and a hole right here so the lights come back out. There's a hole here for the lights to come around. I'm also going to create a Christmas tree to look like he's yanking it off, guys. Happy crafting!